The Federal Aviation Administration announced today it's going to be closing 149 airport control towers nationwide. And one of the airports affected is Wittman Regional in Oshkosh. The FAA needs to cut about $600 million by September as part of federal budget cuts. The airport's director says closing it will have an effect on the airport's day-to-day operations. And Fox 11's Alex Rinaldo explains.
Wittman Regional Airport will still run without its control tower, but Director Peter Mall says pilots and ground crew will have more work.
Effectively become their own controllers and understand where all the other traffic is and hopefully avoid collisions.
Jeff Wonke is the president of Orion Flight Services. He says pilots train to fly into and out of airports with control towers and those without. So he says Wittman will still be safe.
The tower does add another level of safety, and it also adds a level of convenience, if you will, for the pilots. It helps us to operate more efficiently.
Which means Wonke's business could take a slight hit. He says on days with bad weather, pilots might land elsewhere.
They may choose to go to a towered airport. Appleton, of course, is a tower.
Winnebago County Executive Mark Harris says the tower's closure is a hit to the county, too. It just paid $1 million to buy land to build an aviation industrial park by the airport.
It's still good without the tower, but it was great with the tower.
Harris says the county is considering funding the tower itself.
I think that's something that could happen in the future if we know that this, in fact, is permanent.
Mall says it's unclear if the tower could reopen. In fact, he says it's unclear just when it will close, too. The FAA will start the closures over a 4-week period starting April 8th.
Government trying to get its act together it's frustrating.
In Oshkosh, Alex Rinaldo, Fox 11 News.
EAA officials say closing the tower will not have an effect on AirVenture. Now take a look. As you can see on this map, there are 7 other airports that are closing in the state of Wisconsin. They're in Eau Claire, Mosinee, La Crosse, Janesville, Waukesha, Kenosha, and Milwaukee. Now the Milwaukee tower is at Timmerman Field.